Okay, welcome everyone. We'll start our lesson today. Or Umar, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good Umar. Today we are going to start a new unit. The title of the unit is Research for Strategic Development, so which we'll go through. So research is very crucial subject, which is part of whatever study you will do. You have to do a bit research. So I'll give you a review about research, how we can do research. I'll show you how you can design the questionnaire and how you can get the data. So you want to get the primary data, otherwise you can rely on the secondary data as well if you want to. Could be any topic you can choose during this research or for this the unit, because you have to prepare the research proposal and you have to prepare you have to investigate one topic, one area of development within a management area, or it could be any business area, so which we'll go through. But if any question, please ask me, because it's relevant to your area of work as well, relevant to your role as well, and it's quite good to know how we can conduct a research.
Okay. I have one question. The research project we are going to research, the project we are going to research about. Is it going to be is it going to be any topic of our choice that I can choose any topic?
Yes, Umar, you can choose any topic of area of your where we need to meet all these learning outcome. So like the task 1 assignment is formulate a research proposal. So task 1 you can achieve just preparing or making research proposal. I'll give you few proposal to look around and how you can design or set research objective and things as well, which I'll go through with you.
Okay.
And then my second task is carried out research using different research method or methodologies. Then third task is presentation of research finding, which by using graphs, tables, and different form of presentations could be. And fourth is a reflective log. Reflective log, when you actually conduct the research, like a Gantt chart as well. And plus you can use the deflection models, which I'll go through a couple of, the reflection models as well. Have you ever learned reflective reflective practices?
In general, we don't exactly reflective log.
Okay. Which I'll go through a couple of research method, which I'll show you, and I'll send you a couple of old dissertations or research proposals as well. Those will help you as well. Okay, Umar, if any questions, so please ask me. Do not hesitate to ask me. Okay, we'll go through. So today we'll go through introduction to aim and objective. We'll discuss primary and secondary data. We'll go through sampling methods. Our discussion will be on literature review, and our explanation will be explanation on data analysis methods. So which we'll go through, and then last we'll go through okay, discussion will be on draw conclusion and oblique recommendation, on what basis and how we can draw the recommendations, and reflective practices. Okay, so because normally we don't do many lessons on this unit, we normally run 1 or 2 lessons next, and we will carry on doing some research. And then it's sort of supervision where you can send me, I'll give you feedback and I'll show you. So today lesson I'll give you overview, so it will be a bit slightly quicker lesson, so I need to cover all sort of things. Okay, Umar?
Okay.
Prepare everything, some background reading as well for you, and we'll go through. Okay, Umar, what is the difference between aims and objective?
Aims are for shorter terms. Aims are used for shorter terms, and objectives are for long terms.
Uh, so it's a slightly different. Aims is what really we want to do. Objective, what really we want to achieve.
Okay.
So my aims today to deliver and discuss about what is meant by research method and what sort of research techniques we can use to conduct a research and to achieve. So our objective at the end of the lesson, you will be clear about how we can conduct the research and how we can set the research objective and task at the end of activity, what really we want to be achieved. That's called objective. Simple word we can say end result.
Objectives are
Like
the end result.
yes, end of this course you want to achieve your qualifications, which is ATHE level 7 qualification. So that's our objective. Whatever we are doing, our aims, we want to learn, but at the end, of this course, we want to achieve. As end result is our objective. Does it make
Okay.
does it
Yes.
make sense?
Yes. Yes. It makes sense.
Yes, Umar?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's Umar, normally when we do class based, we conduct 1-2 minutes activity, and we do a bit talking about next person, asking their name, and that's we getting information, and that is a part of research as well, where we're getting information about individuals, okay, in a management
Okay.
perspective. So that's sometimes we use icebreaker. I'm not using at the minute. Okay. So first, the project. What is meant by project?
Project, as mentioned here, that it's a temporary endeavor to create a unique product or services. Uh,
Yes,
project is about a group of organizations which join temporarily to achieve something.
yes, that's fine. Project could be task. It could be unique processes consisting of set of coordinated and control activities where have a start and finish date and taking achieve an objective conforming to the specific requirement, including the constraint. What is meant by constraint, Omar?
The constraints are the hurdles in the project.
Yes, constraint could be limit, hurdles, uh, constraint of time could be quite,
Yes.
constraint of cost, we need to stay within a cost, and
Yes.
constraint of resources, I mean we have a limitation on resources. Constraint could be a limitation. Okay, control implementation define the change, how we can change something that could be a project, So, which we'll go through. Okay, first thing when we conduct research, so first thing we need to look around the topic, which topic you want to do a research. We discuss about aims, scope and objective of research, research design, data gathering, data analysis, conclusion, recommendation, and project result and review. Yes, so these are the steps we can follow. Okay, when we choose any topic, we need to think about rational thinking and creative thinking, examination your own strength and interest, because your area interest could be like, maybe you're interesting in electrical electronic company, what sort of the problem they have, or what sort of the project, why the projects are failure, we're not achieving which we're supposed to achieve, or what sort of the problem we have. Is it there is a communications gap or the cultural barrier, or could be any other sort of, the language barrier or communication between senior and junior management. So thus we can maybe in your area of interest within electrical electronic company, because your background of education is based on electrical electronics. So searching the literature, we can find various company, how many electrical electronic company they're not achieving their project or their project failure. Scanning the media, we can look around if they have their news in the media, or we can look around different sources. Creative thinking, keep a notebook. So when you do research, because a lot of ideas carry on coming in your mind, and it's good to be you write down. Exploring your personal preferences using the past project if you were involved or you are doing at the minute your project. Relevance trees, we can look around where you can look around brainstorming meeting. We can attend a concept of mapping. We can look around, what you're doing, current topic and the previous topic and current role, how we can map them. Any question, Umar?
Sir, relevance trees, is it about the relevance? Can you explain this?
Or relevance trees, like a trees have it like a branches, relevance trees, it's the area industries or the sub, application of the project, we are looking, is it any relevancy or not? You maybe learn about the approach or ever heard about, it's called the CN tree,
Okay.
which is a one model, the relevance trees mean, the branches of the research is it a social science, business science, what sort of? There any relevancy to your own area?
Okay.
Because we not go out context, we're not doing any sort of the project which is leads to different sort of issues. Huh? So when we are talking about the good topic or you choose any area of discussion, you need to consider the data availability. Can you get the data? If you can't, it is too difficult, you don't do it. Must not be too much or too little the data. Must be available using the reliable collection techniques. To access data, can we access the data? Is it available or not available? If it's available, is good, or what sort of problem we have? Either we want to be solve the problem, we want to investigate something new, or we want to be current issues, we want to address it, or we want to develop our knowledge or understanding about topic. It could be a research. Consider the time available. No amount of enthusiasm can be create the time you need to research. A good topic is one clearly delimited, and we need to look around, can be done in a limited time. Does it make sense?
Yeah, sir.
Data availability, excess of data, and then time available. This is availability of resources, how much money, how much time required. Capability and skills. If I'll do simulation, I'll do CAM or CAD, I want to do the project on the CAD and CAM or CN machine, computer numerical machine, CNA. Is it called CN machine?
CNC?
In your electrical electronic is one is a CAM, computer aided manufacturing, computer aided design. One is called the computer numeric machines. The computerly control, the machine. If I don't know about them, what's the point? I'll do a research on, because I'm not capable and I don't have any skills to do the research on the machines.
Okay.
Sense? Like AutoCAD, I never use AutoCAD. Program is SAP system. So I want to do something. If I'll set, my research topic, which is based on the SAP, so thus I don't have a capabilities or my skills, to use the SAP system. I never used. So that will be hard for me to get the data, analyze it within a SAP system. So we need to take the topic that will feel, easy and which will go. So what is the history of the topic? Why we want to do this research? Uh, Anyone else done research on this topic? If so, and how? Research question did they ask? What did they find during this research? What kind of arguments are about the topic, concept, theories related to topics and data collection, which we'll go through. Identify the research questions we need to be clear. So these are the topics like, we want to do a research job recruitment via internet. We want to recruit people by using online advertising job advert, and thus our research ideas and journal focus our research question: how effective is recruiting for a new staff via the internet in comparison with the traditional method? So this we want to test it now. Yes, the future trade union. What are the strategies that trade union should adopt to ensure the future viability? Advertising and share prices. How does the running of a TV advertising campaign designed to boost the image of the company, and how this affect on the price nowadays? One message, like today, the Snapchat, one of the actress withdraw her sponsor, and Snapchat share prices dropped, around 25%. So we need to think about, how this is advertising and things, one could be affect. Does it make sense, Umar?
Yes, sir.
Please, if you not get me, ask me any question, okay? Okay,
Sure, I
other
will.
thing, when we do research, so always first, we need to use some keywords, we can say these are to investigate, like to inquire, yes? These proverbs, really, we need to use it when we'll put, this research topic. I want to investigate, to inquire, to examine, to explore, to explain, to study. Yes, it could be all, the proverbs we can use it. So like a research question could be, why have organization introduced team briefing? Research objective, to identify organization's objective for a team briefing schemes. Research question, how can effectiveness of a team briefing scheme can be measured? And research objective could be to establish the suitable effectiveness criteria of team briefing. So that's my research topic, how we can, and my objective, I want to be establish the suitable effectiveness criteria team briefing when within our organization. So these could be topics. Sources of research topic could be different sort of topics. Part-time management student often identify the topics within their workplace, like your own workplace could be any issues, maybe a coordination between senior or junior level management issues, could be at the time pattern of the shifts, not appropriate, or maybe shift pattern or the worker rights or anything, relevant to this area could be area of research. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So which area you think, Umar?
Uh, you mean by which area of research I want to choose?
Research, or which topic you think is?
Um, Actually, if there's a topic I am interested in um, that is related to distance learning in the Middle East or distance learning in the UAE,
Yes.
then
Or you can say growth of distance learning within. Yes.
yes,
And you want to examine the growth of distance learning within, and how this, help businesses to be, or how this could be a cost saving, how this could be effective or not. Yes.
yeah, because sir, I wanted to research on a topic which should be enough for any organization to set up a business in the Middle East.
Yes. Maybe could be a issue because information is not in common languages. That could be create a problem itself, or the proper source of information that's not relevant, people not aware of, and how the people maybe misled them. Yes, there could be a number of issues. Cultural barriers could be an examination of the cultural barrier. Anything, Omar? No harm. You need to think about the time. We need to think about capability, interest. I'll give you a lot of research actual research as well, huh? So
Okay.
you can change, around, or you can play around. Okay. In establishing the aim of the research, we can look around why you are doing the research. Is there any purpose of doing this research? We need to ask the question, what do you want to achieve this research? You want to develop your understanding? You want to solve the problem which you have in your own organization, other organization you're looking? How you provide the problem or solution, or what you want to achieve this for? Why really? We need to be really, theoretical aims as well and contribute the scientific knowledge or testing theory. You want to test the theory. If people gave a lot of theory, you want to test it. Is really is matter or not? The purpose of the research could be reviews, yes, besides existing knowledge, or you want to investigate something existing situation or the problem to provide the solution to the problem, to explore and analyze more general issues, or you want to construct or create, the new procedures. Like one Halib milk in Pakistan, they conducted research, and during this research, someone said, they like the milk. The milk is thick, गाढ़ा जो है. So that's why they just, use the slogan, गाढ़ा जो है. That's why they, the advertising campaign. During this research, they found it. People thought is thickness of the milk is mean the pure milk. So thus we need to look around, that could be generate new knowledge, combination of new, any of the above it could be. So we can look around, we can set the objective. There's a video there. Okay, Umar, what is the difference between data and information?
Sorry?
What is the difference between data and information? Data or data we call information.
Data is what we have given. It's like data has been given, and information is it can be given at um, we have to find out about it.
Yes, data is a raw fact. If I'll write 10, 15, 20, that's a data. Data with the context or proceed data or process data, that's become a information. Yes, value added to the data, we can summarize, we can organize, and we can analyze. Like this is the date of your final exam. If I'll just write 5th of the 10th of 07, it's not give any information what we really want to do, or only the date. This is a rough information, raw information. But when we'll put it, which activity on the particular date, what event's going to be. So input, that's a raw data. We are processing it, and the output is the information. So good information need to be up to date. You need to think about the data we are using for the research. Is it up to date? Is it relevant? Is it worth the cost? If we are spending a lot of time, what sort of information really we want to? Is it reliable source, we are getting easy to use, easy to understand, or meet the needs of the user? Or maybe we can do the research how Facebook could be, or we can use, for the recruitment and selection purposes. Or how many companies within the Middle East using these, LinkedIn or various other websites for the recruitment and selection processes. Yes, summarize the data, advertising data, selecting the part of data, graphic and thing. Data information. When we have a data, it's become information. We can process it, and if we have a right information, it's become our knowledge. So first thing, we should have a data. Second, we process it, is become a information. When you have a good information, it's become your knowledge. When you have a knowledge, then you can take action, you can make decisions. Yes, you have some decision, and you can. Okay. Second, so first thing, Umar, is all about looking the topic, area of research, which area we want to do a research. Second thing, we need to set the research method or research methodologies. Like previous one of lesson I told you and mentioned you, do a bit research about research onion.
Yes.
Research onion, if the model is given by, who gave?
Sanders?
Yes, is a standard model. Well done, great. So different sort of the layer we have. So these are different approaches we can, or different technique, how deep we can do research. Yes, data collection and data analysis method, multi-method we can use it. There are different approaches, depend upon the nature of the research. Or you can do research based on the case study. Various company case study you want to do, or you want to research about all the fast moving goods companies. Yes,
Mm-hmm.
how quick, how best, or you want to do the price comparison of two companies, of two products. Yes, or you want to compare the salaries or the gender gap, or local and national employees, in overseas employees, why the salaries gap there, how equality and diversity issues within a different cultures. Yes, those are the big areas is in HR, in a business. So that's, we can look around. Research onion philosophy is an overarching term relating to the development of the knowledge and the nature, related to the development of the knowledge and the nature of the knowledge, and contain important exemption the way in which we view about the world. So data, image, audio, video, text, numbers, information is output from the information systems. Information from the information system can be data, and other information system could be information. Okay. Umar, then what is the difference between qualitative and quantitative research?
Qualitative is about the quality, and quantitative is about the quantity of the research of any data.
Yes. Qualitative is more information, and quantitative is more numbers. Okay. So we can use different method to collect the data. What do you think? What sort of method we can use to collect the data? I want to listen the views of the people. Yes. What the people think about Pakistani people, maybe. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
What the people have a view about these products. Yes. What the people have a view about certain companies. Yes. What the
Mm-hmm.
people have experienced to work in certain organization, what the people sort of the problem they have, you want to examine, what sort of the are the price differences between different countries, how the exchange rate could be. There are many topics when we think about, I'll give you a few topics today. Huh?
Okay.
So classification of data, primary data, secondary data. We can use data, primary data. What is meant by primary data?
Primary is basically the main data. Mm.
Yes, Umar, it's a first-hand information.
Yes.
I want to do myself research. Nobody did in the past.
Okay.
I want to go out, want to observe myself how many cars, how many foreign brand in Saudi Arabia cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and which countries cars, the most people like it. Yes, does it make sense? So we
Yes.
can do, we can, on the basis of we want to set up a car car dealer business in Saudi Arabia, for suppose in Riyadh. We can look around the segment of the population, how much male, female, know the new opportunities, because the woman ban remove, women can drive in Saudi Arabia. And now, how much is the opportunity to sell the car for car manufacturers company? Yes, and which brand the people like it. That's I want to do research myself. Secondary data, the data which is already available, somebody already did research, that's already published, are already available within a company. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
So, like, disease is a cancer, is fast, growing disease and is spreading throughout the world. So when the cancer, so we need to look around different causes of the cancer that need a first-hand information about it. So secondary data, we can, maybe other company they publish about some sort of data that could be secondary data. Like last week, uh, in Paris, one of university conducted research about 10,000 people. This, the packaging food which we are eating, when we warm up, we heat up, and we can use it. That could be one of the cause of the cancer, because they just did research, but that research is not still. Is it 100% this reason, or there are any other reasons as well? Those are attached with it. It's not just one reason of the cancer. So method of the primary research include the questionnaire, focus group. Umar, what is meant by focus group?
Focus group, I think, sir, it's the group on which the the focus is on, like they are the focal point of.
Well done. That's you're right. The people really we want to do research. Okay. Research could be primary and secondary. A primary research have own benefit, direct, relevant to the business. If any business problem we have, we can ask relevant questions. We can collect the up-to-date data. We can look around the competitor don't have a access of the finding. But drawback sometimes primary research can be quite time consuming. It could be quite expensive. We can ask the people sometimes the result could be misled. The result we have collected, if we not ask maybe the sample size we are using is are too big, unclear, we can't be. Sometimes research could be biased. If I'll ask you question face to face, maybe you have a different views about me. When I'll send you the questionnaire by post, maybe you have a different views. If I'll send you anonymously question, that could be a different views. Yes. So all these are, so that is called drawback of primary research as well. Okay. Primary research could be qualitative and quantitative, like survey, personal interviews, mail, in-house self-administrative interview, and then experiment within a lab or mechanic simulations. Focus group, qualitative as well. Individual depth interviews we can. That could be human observation. I'm just observing something, and that's my observation. Could be a research as well. I'm just standing outside. I'm watching, how many cars, which brand is going or passing this road, and how many minutes. That's my observations. Yes. Which age group, what sort of the car they like. Because in the Middle East, especially Saudi Arabia, where the youngsters so different sort of cars, and the football, and third is the camel. So we need to look around the quantitative and qualitative research. Yes, what is the difference? Secondary data, again, often is a quick and easy to collect because already published newspaper and various organizations, Office of National Statistics, or we have in our country census data that could be used, that could be a secondary data as well. Umar, any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Sources of data could be internal source within an organization, and external source of data we can look around secondary journal article, books, magazine, newspaper, libraries, internet. We can do research about and we can find a lot of data. Sampling, what is meant by sample?
Sampling is to break down a big element into small pieces.
Brilliant, that's fine. So sampling, what is population? Population is mean the total collection of elements about the wish to make some inferences, and we can look around any complete group, people, sales, territory, stores. That could be a population. Census we do for all population. Yes,
Yes.
we count every individuals, but the sampling we count small numbers of whole population. Like all other population, in sample is a small element. Like sample, we want to test it, the water, we can put our, yes, and we
Yes.
can sip it or we can taste it. That's the sample. Yes, or we can take the sample of. So sample is a valid alternative of sensing. So sampling method, have you learned anything these? I think so. You maybe learn in maths as well or statistic in your previous
Yes.
qualification.
And
Probability
probability
and
theory.
known. Have you learned probability?
Yeah, probability and random theory.
Brilliant. So that's all sample random, stratified sampling. So these are different sampling method. We can pick it. Normally at this level it's good to we can use convenience sample. Who is near to me or most convenient I can use it. Like I want to do a research. What sort of the people are buying and what day they are buying. So if I'll only do research on one time, I'm going supermarket and I'm observing people, what time and how much they spend. So maybe when I'll do on the weekend, I can find the people those most working during week. Or if those are single moms, in living in a house, I can do research about. They can maybe visit a different supermarket anytime when the kids are in school. So we can look around that type of the data in different time to get the right views about the people. I have to conduct the research on different time and different sampling technique I can use as well. Okay. What is about literature review, Umar?
Literature review is about to read out uh, the literature of any book or any journal.
Literature review, yes, literature review is develop the understanding about any topic, and the literature review we can look around what is the literature is available about particular topic. Like we want to get the literature about any particular industry, any particular product. We can read it, a lot of article, lot of reports about the product, technical reports as well. Those will help to develop our understanding. E-books could be electronic books nowadays a lot. Newspaper, journal articles, reports, web document, tips of literature review. Okay. Like sometime we want to do a research about any country that could be quite useful in a management perspective. Unemployment rate in a country, interest rate in a country. If we want to do set up business, we can look around GDP, gross domestic product or national income. We can look around per capita income. Umar, do you know what is meant by per capita income?
Per capita income is the income uh, per person of a country.
Per person of per per individual in a country. Like
Yes.
I think so. We have now maybe around $2 a day. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Average income in Pakistan less than even $1 a day.
Mm-hmm.
Average person is earning $1 a day. Total national income divided by the total population, we can
Mm-hmm.
find per person income.
Okay.
Like in UK, $45,000 is per person income.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not mean everybody is earning $45,000 because
That's
we
the average.
comparing with dollars.
Mm.
Maybe some have maybe 10,000, maybe some have 100,000, some
Mm-hmm.
have millions. So we can, balance of payment. What is about?
And the amount of payment that has been balanced, that has been that hasn't been paid.
Yes, balance of payment within a country, how much trade, export and import. Yes, how much we receive the money from abroad, how much we are paying abroad. So that's a balance of payment. for export imports, other way around we can say. So inflation rate is quite crucial to look around. How much inflation we have, population. So that's all help us. Then Umar, first we need to look around the introduction about the topics. We need to set aims and objective about the topic. We need to look around the scope of research. Then second chapter we need to do literature review. Third chapter methodologies, where we need to mention which method we'll use to conduct the research. And the fourth is data analysis method which we'll use. Have you learned about chi-square?
No, not actually.
In statistics, chi-square is a correlation. Have you learned correlation?
Yes, I have heard about correlation, but
Correlation means the relationship between two things, like ice cream sales and weather.
mm-hmm.
If it's a hot weather, ice cream sales will increase, yes.
Yes.
If it's cold weather, will drop. So other, the product sales will go up. So that's the correlation. Standard deviation,
Yes.
what is meant by?
Standard deviation is the amount by which it deviates.
Yes, which is we can call median and then standard deviation. Yes, how much deviate? What about the probability?
Probability is the possibility of an event to happen.
Yes, is the chance occurrence probability always lie from 0 to 1.
Yes.
Have you anything about learn about ANOVA?
No, never heard about it.
It's called analysis of variance.
Mm-hmm.
Variance is mean the difference between budgeted and actual, and we can do how much is been happened, the changes in between actual and budget result.
Mm-hmm.
One of the test is called t-test. Have you done some t-test?
Not really.
Like whole population, we can test it. It's called that approach called t-test, which normally all these technique mean, median, mode. We learn mean,
Yeah,
mode. Mean is the average, mode is the most occurrence, and the median is the middle numbers. Yes.
Yes.
So these all the the way we conduct the research, over which and I'm going to show you one book as well, and I'm going to show you some proposals.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Omar, we already prepared. This is one of we have one our own well prepared the booklet. When you do research, you can choose the topic you about. I'll give you a lot of topics, area where you can think about which topic is good for you.
Okay, we can choose our own topic as well.
Yes, you can pick any topic.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of fulfilling the requirement and give you idea how we can conduct research. Huh?
Yes.
And plus, I'll want to teach you how to design questionnaire. Have you used our Google form?
Yes, I have used Google Forms, but previously I have tried Google Forms, but they were not compatible with my browser.
Which is, sorry, what not compatible with your?
With browser, the Google Forms were not compatible with my browser. I tried to mark it, but didn't marked.
Do you have a Gmail account?
Yes, I have a Gmail account.
So you can, if it's a Gmail account, you can open. It's compatible with, because you can use Google Chrome. Okay. Yes, Umar, this is the booklet. Yes, is all about is a guidance. Select the research topic, developing appropriate research title. Yes, it's good to read. Yes.
Okay.
Lot of
Mm-hmm.
example there. How we can write the abstract, how we can background, rational research, objective, literature review, like I discussed just, research
Mm-hmm.
proposal, how we can make proposal, literature review, yes, deductive, inductive approach, like in research onion, all been explained in the different layers, secondary data, primary data, limitation of research, background of research. So sampling, different sampling. This is a Gantt chart where we can say, which research when we'll do. Ethical consideration. So we not ask the question from youngsters or disabled people, their views. So we need to be very careful, if we asking from kids questions, so we need to get the permission from the parents.
Mm-hmm.
We can't ask, from youngster. So first thing that format is, first we need to look around the title page of the research. Then we can
Mm-hmm.
prepare the table of content. We can look around the abstract is mean the keyword or the abstract of whole research proposal. Introduction, we can say, it is a era of globalization, internet use is growing. Why the some company they're not using internet, or what are the risk or benefit involved side. Aim of research could be an examination of use of internet in such and such. So and we want to be well understanding, or we want to be set our knowledge about internet and the use of internet, drawback, advantages or disadvantages. Then we can do a chapter on literature review,
Mm-hmm.
find different sort of research, different social medias. Methodologies, we can use primary research, we can discuss about research onion, data collection method, maybe we can use questionnaire, focus group, observation, but we need to justify why this is appropriate for this research. Then we can actually conduct research and we can draw the finding based on the questionnaire. Then we can discuss, we can draw the conclusion and recommendations. Reference list, bibliographies. What is the difference between reference and bibliography, Umar?
The reference list is that which we use from the sources provided by other people, authors, and bibliography is about the sources which we the sources which use from the bibliography of other people.
Umar, reference mean you have directly used that source within your report. Like
Mm-hmm.
I read Mr. A's book. Yes, I picked the things from Mr. A book and I have used within my report.
Okay.
But bibliography, I read Mr. D book, but I not used it. But still, I can reference it under the bibliography. Even I not used it, but I read it.
Uh-huh.
Is it that's only because if you are a direct use it, it's
Mm-hmm.
called the reference and you have to put the reference. But the bibliography, as many sources you read it, you
Uh-huh.
can put the reference.
Okay. In our research report, we can include both. We have to include both of them, or only bibliography we can include.
No, you can include both reference and bibliography. I'll show you how you can.
Okay.
Appendices we can include as well. I'll give you a lot of research dissertations.
Okay.
Okay. So Umar, this is all been explained. Whatever I discussed with you, how you can present the data or bar graph, line graphs. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
There are all lot of examples there. Huh? So it's quite good to read. You will see the reference there. Yes, these are the reference. How we can do the Harvard reference. Is it Raman told you how to do reference?
In our orientation, we are going through it, but in detail we are not didn't inform.
Okay, no problem. Umar, I'll send you the document as well, and I'll go through with you as well. Okay. Now next thing, Umar, I'll show you how to set up a Google form. Okay. Umar, I'm giving you some sample questionnaire. If you want to ask the question from someone, even you can put in your on Facebook page, to do research. You don't need to go and physically ask.
Mm-hmm.
if you need a letter from Roman, you can get the letter. Like, if you're doing research within a company, we can confirm you're a student at UK Versity and you're doing this course, and that's authenticity. We can give you letter. This research will be used just a purpose of developing understanding about.
Okay.
Yes, sometime the ethical issues come. If you're writing somebody or you want to conduct interview someone, people not giving you time because they say no, we don't want maybe you who you are. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. But the questionnaire, it could be like here, like someone did research about an examination of service quality, customer satisfaction, and loyalty within fast food industry in the UK.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody asked the question, what is your overall satisfaction within this food or with this fast food outlet? So maybe somebody can say very satisfied, somewhat dissatisfied, somewhat satisfied, very dissatisfied.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had opportunity you like, would you recommend this fast food? So definitely I would. Now we are looking the quality. How likely would you be visit this fast food again outlet? The question is not properly. Okay, compared to the other of fast food outlet, would you say the quality of the food you receive from this fast food chain is much better or worse or whatever? How often do you visit? How much you spend on fast food? Yes. So always make sure you don't ask the personal question at the beginning. Like personal question, how old are you? Yes. What is your gender? Yes. Ask. These are the questions we can keep at the last.
Okay.
Second last. Yes. What is your age group? Never ask what is your age. When we're asking age, we're asking specific then. Yes. Which age group you fall. People don't mind to give the age group, but people really mind to ask the age. Yes. So these are the questionnaire. Okay, Umar, that's all. So I'll give you some sample which I'll send you as well. So like this is one of the research proposal sample. These are the proposal, Umar. You have to prepare the first proposal. Task 1 is a proposal. Huh?
Okay.
You don't need to be rushed. You can take time because we do lesson. Then you will send us something. Then we will carry on guiding you as well. Huh? Okay, like Umar here. You will see there the acknowledgement. Yes, table of contents, and then you will see there somebody divide discussion. Does the talent management improve result in the organization? That could be a title of the research, or we can say investigate or examination of the talent management within organization towards improving performance or something. Yes. So like a global competition is identify intensive or quite competitive world we are living. This sort of some background knowledge we are giving. Then is what is the talent management? Then is the aims of research to evaluate the component of talent management and decision making with regard the retention and the succession planning. Then the objective of research to critically review, to obtain, to examine, and to explore. Then the scope of this research will develop understanding. This research will, yes, is a feedback there. Someone did this research, different processes of talent management. Chapter 2 is just about the literature review on talent management. Chapter 3 is about the methodology, which method we'll use. Yes, research onion is being discussed, what sample size we'll use, how we'll analyze the data, ethical consideration, harm people, time scale, data analysis method, and all these being discussed, there. And then, so that's, how we'll draw the conclusion and recommendation. This is not properly structured. You will see some other, these are old student works. Okay, this is one of, so let's, I'll show you some good, some not properly designed. Okay, so Umar, I'll send you all these proposals. Okay.
Okay.
Until next lesson, you go through all these proposals, huh?
Okay, I will.
So when you go through these proposals, that will help you to develop your understandings. Sorry, it's my old university I used to teach. So you see their acknowledgement, yes. Then abstract. Then Umar, we will see there. This is about somebody did research about two companies measuring the performance. And then you will see there how they start, huh? Aims and objective of research. So that's is about measuring the performance. Not okay. So I'll give you example of third proposal. Yes, Umar, you will see there. This is again is a proposal. It's not a research proposal. Is a, you can say other way around, is abstract of the total research. Okay, the important are promotional, yes, strategies within an organization. So this is all about, and the aim of this research, objective of this research, literature review, then discuss different factors, yes, research design, data collection method, and conclusion recommendations. And then this is just a proposal, huh? You see there, and the questionnaire, yes, is a feedback there as well, which sort of things need to be improved or not. So, but these are the proposals. You can look around, and by looking these, you can make your own proposal as well. Yes. Can you make one proposal? Or you can try.
Research proposal.
Anything, Umar, anything. You don't need to be too much, You can even just a little form. I'll send you proposal form as well. Huh? You just can fill the form. That could be your proposal. Huh?
Okay.
Like, if you apply PhD or anything, you first thing you need to do, you need to write about the proposal.
The proposal will contain the information of the actual research we are going to undertake?
Yes. It's all about what you will do, how you will do.
Okay. If I choose the topic of the growth of distance learning in the Middle East and UAE, so for that I have to give the proposal?
Yes, you can do proposal, and try to be, because if you look your time looking in your how, because when you're talking about Middle East, it could be a quite big research. How you will do it, you need to justify. Yes.
Okay.
Like here, you will see there an investigation into how a loyalty can influence a customer loyalty within a supermarket. So we want to be investigate. If you have a loyalty card, you will get discount, yes. Those people will buy. How this will. So aims and of the research being discussed. Objective of this research is discussed. Literature review is mentioned about how we'll do, and the previous research is all mentioned. Customer loyalty, that's all literature. The methodology, which method they will use, research oriented model being used, data
Mm-hmm.
qualitative and quantitative research, ethical consideration, sample size being discussed, which sample size, 200 participants in the large sample size will be tested. Data collection method will be used, questionnaire focus group will be used, yes, and conclusion will be drawn, and these are the questionnaire being used, and then demonstrate, how we'll present the data, like
Mm-hmm.
using bar chart and things, yes, line graph, and then that's someone else's proposal. Huh? You can set up like first give little bit background why you want to do research,
Mm-hmm.
yes, set the aims, objective, literature, little bit literature, yes, and methodology you will use primary secondary data. We need to justify why is a primary is better than secondary,
Mm-hmm.
and then sample size I'll use 20 people, 30 people, whatever, 5 organizations interview could be. Yes, I can send you more, actual dissertations as well. I have plenty of stuff.
Okay.
Okay, but at least you have, when you will see different people, different work, huh, that give you idea as well.
Yes.
I have so many assignment different, but
Mm-hmm.
the reason, sometimes different awarding bodies slightly different. Huh?
Okay.
Okay. Umar, last is quite late now. I'll show
Mm-hmm.
you Google Form.
Okay.
Okay. You need to set up account in Gmail.
Yeah, I have already account in Gmail.
No, why your form is not working? But
Because my email which is registered with the university is Hotmail.
no, 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 no. You can set up your own form. You know how to create form?
Yeah, I can do it. No problem.
You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the questionnaire I gave you. Let's try. You create one Google form your own.
Okay.
And when you log in your email, if you go here,
Mm-hmm.
carry on going down, down, yes. Then you will find their Google form.
Mm-hmm.
And when you click there, you can create your Google form where you can put the questionnaire and then you can send to anybody link, and someone will fill and automatically graphs and bars, charts and whatever, will be created.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. What message coming here? Is it coming like this?
In Google,
Hmm.
wait, let me log in. Gmail. I have to click the docs, right?
Yes, Umar?
I have to click the docs.
Yes, if you click, there, top is called Google form will come, when you log in with your mail.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure. Have you created ever questionnaire within Google
Uh,
form?
no, not really.
I just want to demonstrate you. So my internet is giving me problem a bit. Okay. Otherwise, what I'll do, I'll send you the link of it.
Okay.
I'll create, I have created already few questions. I'll send you the link and I'll send you the video to watch.
Sure.
I think so. My internet is a bit giving me trouble now
No problem. You can send me later.
because I think so. You're too late as well. You need
Yeah.
to go for work. It's too late for you. So Umar, so rest we'll go through. So today we learn about all the basic how structure of the research we can set up when we supposed to prepare the proposal. I'm going to send you some proposal. I'm going to arrange you with lesson with you how to do assignment references and all. Okay. And I'm going to start as well.
Okay.
Okay. Have a good night, Umar. I'll speak you maybe tomorrow.
Okay. Okay, sir.
I'll drop you email. Okay. Take care.
Okay.
Okay, Umar. Allah Hafiz. आप रेस्ट
Allah.
करो
ठीक
अल्लाह ओके